What grossed you out so much in a relationship that you just left? 1. I went away with my ex and saw his toothbrush for the first time. It had black mold growing on it and the bristles were so flat the toothbrush had a middle parting. I had a conversation with him about hygiene, and told him to get a new toothbrush, but when I stayed at his house 2 weeks later, the cursed toothbrush was still there. So I ended it. 2. Her breath was so bad I couldn't make out with her. All I could think of was, don't vomit, don't vomit. 3. I showered at his place after staying over and I asked for a towel. He gave me one which had literal skin flakes on. I asked for a clean one. He asked what I meant. He did not realize that you need to wash towels because they just have water on them, so they clean themselves. 4. Dated a guy who said even the smell of mint would make him gag. Mint anything, ice cream, gum, toothpaste. So yeah, he didn't brush his teeth. Wouldn't hear any of it when I said there were non-mint toothpastes on the market. I realized after over 6 months together that he was just generally unhygienic and had a specific hang-up about brushing his teeth. 5. I was dating a girl when I was younger. She seemed nice and she had 2 small cats. One weekend I went to visit her and the cats weren't there. I asked her where they were and she told me they had gotten annoying, so she put them in the car and drove to an abandoned bush area and left them. I faked an emergency at home. We lived about a 2-hour drive apart, left and broke up with her when I got home. 6. I just left my boyfriend of 10 months because he purposely screams during an argument, so that people in his family will hear everything going on. It was his way to make me feel vulnerable and weak. It was like a temper tantrum. Needless to say I left him. 7. He and I had just started dating. He was going through a divorce and was low on money. I invited him up for a romantic weekend, paid for a hotel room and food, helped him with gas money, and even gave him some grocery money for the next week. All my treat. I was happy to help, and I didn't ask for repayment, just asked him to get dinner next time we saw each other, if he could. He had the absolute audacity to text me, when he got home, that I was irresponsible with money. 8. She told me that she never cleaned up her cat's sick. She'd simply wait and let the dog eat it. Once the dog got too old, deaf, blind, she would lead the dog to the cat's sick. Big note for me. 9. The obsession with social media. It was uncomfortable until I couldn't stand it anymore. Way too different views on life and priorities. 10. She was jealous of me spending time with my sister and implied our relationship wasn't normal. I was so grossed out by the implication. Dumped her the next day.